Welcome to East Coast Oak Reviews. Today we're reviewing a beer by Lawson's Finest Liquids. This is their Double Sunshine Ruby Red Grapefruit. It's a double IPA. It says straight from the Green Mountains to your head. 8% alcohol by volume. The special edition of our American double IPA is made with Ruby Red Grapefruit, adding an extra layer of mouth-watering, juicy, lush fruit character along with dank tropical aromas. Lawson's Finest Liquids is a family-owned, award-winning brewery located in the picturesque Mad River Valley. Visit our brewery, retail store, and hand-hewn, timber frame tap room in Waitsfield, Vermont. Learn more at Lawson's Finest Liquids or lawsonsfinest.com. Canned on 1/18/23. Today is March 15th, 2023. So this can's close to 2 months old, and this was gifted to me from Steven, aka The Resource. So special thanks to Steven. I do appreciate it, man. I've had some stuff by Lawson's Finest Liquids and I've enjoyed their products, so thank you for this can. It says keep cold, enjoy fresh, limited batch. Brewed by Lawson's Finest Liquids out of Waitsfield, Vermont. Without further ado, let's crack it open, check out the appearance. Alright, got my Spigolo IPA glass. Let's pour it up. Alright, very West Coast IPA look in appearance. A little bit of a haze to it, but for the most part, it's got some nice clarity through the beer. I'd say golden in appearance. 2 finger or a finger and a half, frothy, sudsy white head, bone white head. Tight nip bubbles on the side, but a little rocky on top. Looks like it's gonna leave a nice little lacing along the top as well. Lots of effervescence, just a bunch of little bubbles rising up there. Yeah, looks solid. Let's go for the nose. Okay. Papaya, mango, some caramel malt, some breadiness, a little bit of piney hop resin. You get a little bit of that orange peel, grapefruit, pithy bitterness. Now, with something that has Ruby Red Grapefruit added to it, I would say I'm picking up on a lot more complexity than just straight up grapefruit, which is good. Yeah, nice breadiness, like a white bread, a little bit of that like caramel malt backbone, good amount of sweetness. Yeah, smells solid. 8% alcohol by volume, definitely not even noticeable on the nose at all. Let's dive into this. So, cheers, guys. Okay. Now, on the aroma, if I handed you this blind, I don't think you would know that it had the Ruby Red Grapefruit as the adjunct. But on the palate, it's very noticeable on the back end. It adds like a very nice, sweet Ruby Red Grapefruit flavor on the back end with a little bit of like that pithy bitterness. Mango up front. Getting that papaya again. Papaya on the back end. It's got a little bit of that herbal, earthy, herbaceous note on the finish as well. Very nice sweetness from the malts, but not overpowering. Just adds a good amount of sweetness to kind of round out that somewhat pithy bitterness on the back end. A lot of the breadiness is there as well. Carbonation is pretty high. It's I would say medium going towards high carbonation. Body is on the lighter side of medium though. It's a crusher. Doesn't taste like an 8% ABV IPA. It's going down very easily, super drinkable. A little bit of that that like juicy fruit kind of bubblegum like quality with this one as well. Some melon, more like kind of like honeydew melon. It's a good beer. I mean, if I handed you this, I think you would not know that this was an 8% beer. The body is very drinkable and very crushable for what it is. And there's a lot of flavor there. But yeah, as far as the ABV, I think you would think this is maybe like a 6, 7. And not knocking the beer in flavor, because it's totally there with the flavor for an 8% beer. But just like the body is just so much more drinkable than kind of what I've been used to drinking lately, especially with all these New England IPAs I've been drinking. It's nice to go back to something like this. Super drinkable, definitely more of like the West Coast IPA vibe. I'm not sure what they classify this as, possibly an American IPA, because it does have a little bit of haze to it. But yeah, I'm liking this. The Ruby Red Grapefruit isn't overpowering. It just adds a nice sweetness and a nice finish. And it's not like super pithy bitter with the additive of the Ruby Red Grapefruit. It definitely adds to the flavor of the beer without being too overpowering or overwhelming. Now, I don't know the price on this, but I believe Lawson's Finest Liquid's roughly around like $15-16 for a 4-pack. Nowadays, that's somewhat of a good price, but I'm not going to base it off price because I don't know how much you pay for this. I'm going to give this beer I'll go 94. I really like it. Like I said, it's nice to go back to something that's a little bit more drinkable. New England IPAs are nice, but it's always nice to switch up and have something that's going towards more of a West Coast style IPA, more drinkable and crushable, and not as heavy filling as a lot of the hop saturated New England IPAs we have nowadays that I typically drink. So it's awesome to go back to something like this. And yeah, I'm going to recommend it for sure. If you see a 4-pack or if you see a single can, if you're a little wary about the fact that it has the additive of the Ruby Red Grapefruit, I would say still give it a shot, because typically I'm not someone who likes when IPAs have the additive of a fruit. I kind of just like to get those fruit flavors from the hops, but this is a little different. It's not as in your face as some of the other ones are, and it's a good beer. I like it, so I'm going to recommend it all day. And yeah, special thanks to Steven, aka The Resource, for the beer. Totally appreciate it, man. And if there's anything else you guys like to see on my channel, make sure to leave a comment down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like beer. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.